Hello everyone, today we will learn how we can integrate Calendly user account with Omnichannel. To integrate it first, we need to go over to the integration section of Omnichannel. Now in the integration section, we have to select Calendly and you have to click on connect to Calendly account.
Now, in order to connect the Calendly account, we need to have the account first. So we will head over to the Calendly site and create a new account. Now, the thing is that I have already created my Calendly account. Just sign in with your Google account or Outlook account, or simply put in your email. So once you have created your Calendly account, your dashboard would look something like this. Here, if you want to create a new event type, then you have to head over to the new event type button here. Click on this. Now we have multiple options to select from. For testing purpose, I'll go with one-on-one. Now I have to put in an event name. So for test, I will simply put in test meeting will be fine, I guess. So here it is, test meeting. I will keep the duration as it is. And then we have multiple options to select from. As for location, if you want the meeting to be happening on Zoom or on a phone call or even an in-person meeting, you can select it from here. So for now, I'll select in-person meeting, and here you can add out the person from with whom you would like to meet. So I will simply write in test here and click on update. And once you click on continue, your event will be successfully created. Now in this event page, you can have your event URL from here, copy your link. Also, you have some multiple features to customize. You can customize the host and invitees, scheduling settings, booking page options, communication, and a lot more. You can explore inside it. So we will head over back to the dashboard section, and you can see our test meeting is visible over here. Now back to the channel. Here we have to integrate the Calendly account. So one thing you need to keep in mind, that if you are using the Calendly and the Omnichannel on the same browser, then it will be easier for you to integrate it. It would be seamless, as the browser will automatically detect your account and it simply will log in into it. So as you can see, it has written success and my account has been successfully linked. Now, if you're using a different browser for Calendly and different browser for Omni, then in that scenario, you have to manually put in the data and log in. So once the account has been logged in, I will simply head over to the bot section and create a test bot real quick. For this bot, I'll be making a new subflow. We'll name it something like Calendly test. Now inside the flow, so it is always a good practice to start with a text message. So we will go for the send message, and here I will write, let's say, welcome to the test. Then I'll add a button here. After that, I will click on save and go to the let's go button. Now here the backend process starts. Here you have to select the action. I will drag and drop here, and in the selection menu of the node selection menu, here I will select action. In the action, I have to go to the integration section and then select Calendly. Now the first step we have to do here is to get the user which we have linked our account with. So we'll go to the created action, and the first API call would be get current user. We will click on test request, and as you can see, we have received a JSON payload, and here we need to map out some of the arrays which are important and we'll be needing in our next step. So first I'll be mapping, that would be our scheduling URL. So I'll tap in scheduling URL and map it to a variable. I've already created a variable as Calendly scheduling URL, so I'll simply select this one and click on add. Now the another variable you need to map out is the URI. That could also come in handy when you need it. So once you have mapped these two variables, you can click on save and move to the next step. So here we have two choices. So how we can proceed ahead? Either we can create a link, the scheduling URL. Through that, the user will be redirected to a Calendly web page. From there, he will select the meeting and the time slots, and then he will receive a webhook call from back to the server, and the server would know that someone has or the user has booked a meeting. Or else you can simply use the APIs. We have multiple API calls here, as you can see in the integration section. If we go and add an integration node action, we have multiple options for Calendly. So you can fetch out all the data. Let's say that you have event, so you can get an event type. Then you can also look out for the time slots which are available, and from that you can make it data you want, and then you can put it into the text file and you can map it accordingly as per your preference. For now, I'll be using the URL method. So once the get current user command has been successfully processed, we will send a message here, and the message will contain our URL, the scheduling URL. So let's say I'll type here that click on the link below to book a meeting. Now, as you have previously known that we have already mapped our variables, so we will simply map it out. We have Calendly scheduling URL. So whenever someone clicks on this URL, it will redirect us to the Calendly meeting booking page. Now in the backend, we need a webhook to keep an eye on the page, so that whenever a user books a meeting, we should get a response back automatically that a meeting has been successfully booked. In order to do that, we can have an action, and in the integration section, this time you have to select the Calendly booking URL option. In this URL option, you have to go to the edit action. In the edit action, as you can see, it has already fetched out my meeting data. That was test meeting I have created on my Calendly user account here. Now, if someone has booked a meeting, then that URL would be saved in some kind of variable. You can map it over here. So let's say I have mapped this save booking URL to Calendly booking URL, and I've selected the event type as this meeting. Now again, if you look closely, you will find that it has an option if appointment booked. So this webhook would check if the appointment has successfully booked, and if it is, then it will send a response, something like, hey, your meeting has been successfully booked. So that is all for now. Thank you very much for watching. May you have a great day ahead. Bye.